welcome back to BSLIVE. In this episode, I want to talk about semantic segmentations. It's actually part of the AI technical stuff. I don't know all the details, but I read a lot about articles online, and maybe we can actually use this inside Blender at some point. We are getting there, but I just want to show you. Okay, so basically, you can provide a photograph and then somehow process it with AI with some kind of segmentation processing, and it's become this colorful segmentations. Probably something that you might have seen inside Blender if you colorize each object with different color, right? It's not random actually in this case. I believe they put it into categories. So what the AI sees here, there's I think there are 150 categories. Okay, yeah, for now, and each color is actually unique. It has its own color code. Imagine, okay, some of them it's grass, there's a bed, tree, sky, wall, chair, all the familiar stuff that you can think of. And all of these 150, it's something that the AI can understand, and also ideally Blender can understand. Imagine if we just go out with our smartphone and just walk around, and then it will understand, okay, this is supposed to be a tree, this is supposed to be a grass, there's a house in there, let's go inside the house. Hey, there's like a sofa, there's like a cabinet, there's a table with a vase and flowers. It will understand all of those. Okay, so in our case, so we need this, and the installation and requirement we don't need to worry about at the moment. I just want to show you someone out there already started doing it, but it's not for Blender, it's for Cinema 4D. So yeah, so based on that semantic segmentation theory and paper, and then all this information data like a table, you can actually draw it manually, or actually in this case, of course, if you work in 3D, you can have some space and you can place your 3D objects or like a cutout, and then send it to AI, and the AI will generate the landscape for you. Okay, this is fascinating for me. I really like it, and apparently, okay, it's part of the ControlNet as well. It's possible to already do this. Okay, this one actually for Cinema 4D. Yeah, so maybe we can actually simulate something like that. Oh, this one, Blender ControlNet, and there's also this segmentation script, seg.py. So if I download this code, just download the zip, and oh, I already got it. There's this seg.py. If we go to Blender and let's see, just open up the text editor as usual. Just if we actually create new, we can drag and drop the py there, which is interesting. If we run this, it's not gonna work yet, but it's gonna generate 150 materials for this color coding semantic segmentation classes.csv. Okay, so we need that CSV. So the one we saw earlier, 150 color coded. So it's an exact color. So we need to try doing that. Let me try to find CSV under download. Okay, this is interesting. This is for the next video. Stable diffusion, stability AI add-on. This one, okay, 150 CSV semantic, blah blah. Right click on the Mac, at least you can copy as a path name by holding options, and then just paste it here. This is a absolute path. And if I run this, yeah, I'm not getting any error. There's nothing. There's nothing, but if you look under material, we have 150 material. So if we, okay, cool, save. This is a color seg. I can just give you the blend. You don't need to run the file. You don't need to run the script again. Currently 150 representations of objects. Yeah, I don't know, maybe you can start building something. It could be a stage, right, so some sort. This could be a bed or something, a table or sofa, just like a, this is just for a test experiment. So this, we just type in wall. This is also another wall. This guy is a floor. So this is the process. So the semantic, the segmentation. So segmentation is basically each part will be separated. So the AI should understand which areas, and then you mark the area. This is sofa or couch. I want this to be a table. Maybe a table has a vase on top of it. I just use a bounding box square using this box tool. This could be a vase. Could be a TV or a fridge. Let's turn on the color. Okay. What is this guy gonna be? Chair, table. This could be a chair. This could be a table. Oh, it's too big. I don't know. It's two chairs next to the sofa. Chair. Another chair. So we have something. And the color, by the way, color needs to be exact. So we need to turn off the filmic. Just use the standard. So this is the exact color. And I believe you can just render this out with EV. Oh, ambient occlusion. So we don't have. Shift A, create camera, and then Control Option 0 on the numpad, or view, align active camera to view. That's what's just happened. I'm gonna make these 512 by 512. Just gonna do a render with perspective. Because we are doing this in 3D, we can actually have a perspective, like a proper perspective. So this is a good thing about working in 3D. Of course, you get a perspective even when you are using these AI generations, imagery. It's still important to have perspective if you want this to be like totally realistic or more believable, like physical. Try to get an angle that cover everything. Oh well. Maybe just give it like this. Actually, the perspective is probably too much. Back to the camera. 5mm. Yeah, probably something like this. And view, render viewport, or just render image. You get 512 by 512 image save as. This is a room segmentation test. Now we need to run stable diffusion. The one I'm using is on the terminal. So this is, oops, okay, it doesn't work. Stable diffusion. Load the web UI .s in Macintosh is .sh. In Windows it's gonna be BAT, and okay, there's a torch running. No Xformer, so a bit slower on the Mac. I'm running using M2 Pro, and we're gonna enable photorealism. Yo, we need to have the model first of all. Stable Diffusion 768. I'll just use 1.5. Dynamic prompting turn off. ControlNet. Oh yeah, by the way, the segmentation thing, ControlNet have segmentations, and I don't know if this is actually working 100%, but you can actually use photo and then use this preprocessor segmentations, and then the AI tries to guess what's going on the scene. In this case, we don't need to use preprocessor because we already have our image. So we just need to run this with a bit of prompt. So let's say photograph of cozy room with sofa, chair, wooden floor, colorful wall. I forgot what we have here. This is a table with a flower and a fridge. Table with flower and a fridge. We probably don't need to say all of this. We can just paste whatever. Blurry watermark, worse quality, something like that. Should be good. Try generate. It might not work. It might work. We don't know. So it's taking 30 seconds. It looks at our image. It tries to understand the context. So it generates something for us. Probably not. We don't exactly get what we want. But I'm just curious. You know. This is our image, and this is the room that is generated. Yeah, 2 chair. There's like, okay, that's a sofa. There's a table. There's a fridge. Okay, that's actually that's working really well. Now we just make like 10 variations. Increase the size. If we go to 2.1 sometimes can do a magic, but I don't know if this work exactly. Maybe a dog sitting on the sofa, a puppy, or we can type in whatever, maybe like a frog or lizard sitting on the sofa. Generate. This is 2.1 Stable Diffusion 768. 2.1 is very tricky. I mean, if you learn the art of prompting using 2.1, you can actually be more specific with this. And okay, it's loading the dictionary. Oh, okay. So apparently it needs to load the dictionary for this div control. The size of the tensor 76 must match 1024. So the size is quite large, but that's probably okay. Just wait a few seconds. I can interrupt this. Oh no, it's actually running. But how long is it gonna take to create one? around 2 minutes or 1 minute. Okay, in the meantime, I can just try something. We can create writing, but the segmentation is really interesting. You can put a Suzanne or something more interesting than just, we can put a ball on a table. Monkey head. Okay, this is our table, right? A chair and table. If you go to the side view and rotate Suzanne, you can place Suzanne head properly. Sculpture of monkey head. But be careful, sometimes the AI thinks it's like a decapitated head. So this could be something, decoration. What should it be? Sculpture. What is this ball? Control Option 0. We have a camera. So for interior designer, or if you are making a comics or video games, maybe if it's like you need some kind of concepts, you can use these segmentations. Oh, okay. Oh, this is incorrect. So apparently it doesn't work too well with 2.1 yet. Maybe my model is incorrect. I shouldn't use this because I'm using SEG 1.5. I should use the one for 2.0. Sorry about that. Totally my mistakes. It's actually just reimagining places with, yeah, it's a different one. It doesn't correspond to the segmentations and the perspective image that we gave it. So however, you can still use this as an idea. Okay, that's how it could look with a puppy and a sofa, some room ideas. Anyhow, magic's gonna happen. Yeah, we have magic happening. Let's go back to our room. I should do it this one differently. Just plain and then solidify. This is just for example. You can see you get the idea. The semantic, whatever info you put there. So we have double. We have two layer of floor. That's nice. This wall. I did something actually. Okay, with your iPhone and app like Polycam. It's very cool. You can scan your room with your iPhone like in a few minutes, maybe inside your toilet or small room or living room. After you scan, you're gonna have all the objects automatically being generated. It's not color semantic or segmented yet. You need to do that manually, but you actually have the proper room. Maybe I can show you that in the next video. Right, we have something. Save as. This is for the second generation. We have some result. Today we have wall, we have some kind of 2 chair and a sofa. Yeah, it's actually working pretty well. I can interrupt this at any time. We have another room segmentation to test. Drag and drop the PNG, and we can specify sculpture of monkey head, intricate ball made of threads, colorful room inspired by Star Wars, masterpiece, interior genius. What I'm showing you here is just the most basic one. In fact, I'm using standard 1.5. You can train your own model with your own sofa, interior, etc. 2.1 will be higher quality and a lot more control than 1.5. With 1.5, you have a lot of ways to generate the characters. However, because a lot of people online just keep creating models for characters, a human, person, beautiful looking humans, but other things, anything, this is for anime, so you can make like anime room, you can take from different perspective angle. However, for consistency, also be careful. Maybe you need to write down the seed to keep everything is kind of consistent, just in case your room keeps changing depending on the angle. Or like, okay, we have room, sometimes it looks like Star Wars because we specifically says inspired by Star Wars. This is beautiful. However, the wall becoming a thread. Okay, sometimes the AI can be a little bit random. It's not our mistake, it's just the way it is at the moment. Maybe the color was read improperly, or maybe the segmentation is not 100% related, so it's not exact. We do have ball on this chair, and we have some kind of sculpture of monkey on the sofa sometimes, but we also have a lot of randomness happening. So it's not a mistake. It's not, at the moment, it's just the AI is a little bit, just think of it a little bit too crazy with things sometimes. Maybe you like it this way. It doesn't need to be normal, right? Maybe your room can be this kind of crazy, and every day you can just change it with anything. Imagine this, but happening in almost real time. Whenever you go inside your room, it's something different. Maybe if you have like some kind of AR, VR glasses, you can do that very easily. But it's kind of interesting. So if we actually reproject this image into this guy without perspective, with ortho, with dream texture is still buggy. There's also stability AI add-on here that I will try in the next video. But look at this concept, and then imagine you have this, and then you also use another AI, and then the AI will just grab the furniture that resemble this, decorate it like that, or you build it yourself, sculpt it yourself. And yeah, the basic one actually works. Okay, the shape is boring, but sometimes boring is like a modern type of interior. It looks boring but also really simple. Maybe you like that. Doesn't matter, but you see a lot of variations. Okay, so you get the idea. Segmentic. So at the moment there's a lot of steps going on, but it's really cool. Definitely it's gonna be part of the AI stable diffusions with ControlNet. Yeah, it should understand it. Your smartphone ideally should be able to do this. Go walk around. When you come back, you want to go back. you want to go inside Blender or your virtual space, you should be able to recreate what you just experience outdoor and then, you know, walk around it. Oh, okay, this one also really cool. Before I forgot, the same artist in Cinema 4D have like a design. I use AI in my short design concept creations the other day. This one is using AI. It's you create a segmented area for your design and then remap it, use ControlNet and use dynamic prompting. You can have variations of the design based on certain ideas. Very cool, very cool. Alright, so that's the video for today. Hopefully this is useful. Thanks again for tuning in. I'll see you next time. Bye.